Islam, Vadimekum. Noir El Day here for Noir Astrology. Bringing you today's astro drop. Here's the transit breakdown for today, Wednesday, November 25th, 2020. So today is kind of a bit of a fiery, a lot of fiery energy. Could be a little bit of an intense day emotionally. There's a couple of important aspects for us to pay attention to, especially today. And that'll be the moon, conjunct Mars in Aries. Then we also have Mercury in Scorpio, quincunxing the North Node in Gemini. And finally, we also have a semi-sextile between the Sun in Sagittarius and Venus in Scorpio. So a lot of the information might be coming towards you today. And it might almost seemingly to be somewhat fated or destined in the manner in which it happens. Because it seems like it's coming out of left field, or like things just kind of fall into place and revelations come to light. And these could be revelations both in your internal self as well as within the surrounding environment around you. Now the moon in Aries, right? Conjuncting Mars, also in Aries, is going to have a lot of emotionally driven energy. So when this information comes to light, or perhaps when the scenario presents itself, it'll happen in such a way in which it is calling for you to take emotionally charged action. Now, this is not the best example I could think of, but it's the first thing that popped to my head. Imagine a situation where a person maybe comes to find out that someone is robbing from them, right? Or stealing from them. And they're in a business arrangement with the person. And the way they find out is through a vendor or something, because they were going to handle something. And they find out money is being taken off the back end, or they're being screwed out of a deal, or whatever, it doesn't matter. That betrayal energy that gets pulled up, especially under this moon and Mars, it can be very deeply emotional, which would cause someone to then take action in a very emotional manner. This is not methodically thought out action. This is not tactile or something that's planned or, slowly built up towards. This is like, boom, find out the information, you get a little riled up. So it's important for us to not get carried away with that energy, for sure, right? Like, it's important for us to remember, what is your heart's desire? And in a lot of those areas in your life in which you may have been looking for clarity, they're going to be coming into focus now. They're going to be crystal clear. This is that 2020 vision we've been hearing about all year. That hindsight is 2020. It is coming into focus as these remaining planets come direct. So keep that in mind, all right? So also another thing to keep in mind, as the moon passes its conjunction with Mars, it's gonna come into a square with Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto in Capricorn. So don't get carried away right now, because this eclipse energy is coming up, all right? The eclipse energy is coming up. And let's say let's say that emotionally charged, let's give another scenario, right? Let's say that emotionally charged situation is one in which you find out that your crush, right, is also your secret admirer. You find out that the person that you love or you have interest in also has an interest in you. Right now, when the revelation of that information comes through, however it might come through, that energy can propel you to take action, right, in a positive way that would be beneficial. Maybe go and ask that person out on a date or something, But it's important to keep that in the mind, because as the moon passes Mars and begins to square those other planets, Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto, you're going to have energies that are conflicting and constricting. You're going to be bringing up hesitation, insecurities, doubt energies, right? So like, it's kind of important to take action now, but not to take action in a way in which could end up detrimental. Like, don't be too hasty is basically what's most important to remember. And so lastly, oh yeah, the sun semi-sextiling Venus. So the sun in adventurous, wise Sagittarius is calling us to really, really learn through experiencing right now. And especially with this Mercury quincunx North Node in Gemini energy, remember Mercury's in Scorpio, which deals with emotions. Don't be too focused on the outward world, because a lot of information that's coming around right now, especially in terms of like the news and politics, and maybe you'll be at family dinner here this holiday weekend and things will come to light. It's important not to get carried away into that information, but rather learn through the experience of self, through what you're doing with yourself, not really based on the other, right? So try and maintain what is most important to your own heart's desire, what works for you in your life, what flows for you in your life. Take account of what has been vibrating and aligning with you and promoting happier, more cohesive experiences this year. And also pay attention to who and what brings out the opposite energies in you, what drains you, what frightens you, what angers you. And keep that in mind and move forward accordingly. But keep that internal passion internal right now, okay? Don't be too external with the Mars energy and push out towards others. Keep it internal, keep it moving. All right. Pax et Amore, Infinite Lucem. Peace, love, and infinite light. See you tomorrow.